So peace to the family, 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you, you love me, me is we, of course. Hopefully I'm live on here, everything is flowing, and you can hear me good. Alright? Ouch. That hurt. Um, so, okay, it's live. It's cool. Shout, shout out to Sister Jamila. Alright, so that's a good mic check. It's a good mic check a little bit. Alright, I'm doing my best to get this together. Alright, 1 2 1 2. Hear a lot of noise. It's cool though. 1 2 1 2. Check it. Alright, 1 2 1 2. Check it. Check check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Alright, shout out to Brother Meta World Peace. I see you in here, King. What's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the family. Okay. So we flowing, right? Alright, so we flowing, right? We good? Alright, so let me do a couple shares. Let me do a couple shares. Let me get this thing motivated. Let me get this thing motivated. Shout out to everybody that supports the movement. I love y'all. You already know what it's hitting for. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to the 1221s in the building. Alright. Today I'm gonna show y'all how to operate and navigate your Google calendars. Now, I really like doing my Google calendars, to be honest. You know, if you have an assistant, a Google assistant, and you pay for it, you might as well utilize it. All right. So what I'm gonna do is today is 8612 in the codex. All right, which is Havala, right? Havula, yeah, Havula, yeah, Havula. Yeah, today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down the Google calendars more or less, and I'm gonna show y'all how I would do my Google calendars if I was y'all. All right. So, and then also, this will help you understand the calendar of the codex. Pardon me. Let me do a little bit of invites and some shares. All right. This will help you understand also the calendar of the codex. All right, that's a good thing to know in reference to the energies that presents itself in this age of what we call information. All right, so peace to everybody that supports this movement. We gonna grow, man. I decided to check out from Facebook going live, and shout out to everybody that's here from Facebook that helped, this movement grow essentially from Facebook. And shout out to everybody on the YouTube. All right, but I'm gonna say this: with the Google calendars, bringing it back to the subject matter, it's very easy. It's very easy to program it and utilize it to help you remind yourself of the calendar or the body of the Messiah and the codex and so forth, for how it operates. All right, now I'm almost done these invites. Let me do this. I got a special treat for everybody that supports. I got a special treat. Here you go. Shout out to Brother Meta World Peace. Shout out to our president, Sister Jasmine.
Yeah. This one right here,
Shout out to Sister
it's dedicated to the survivors. For real. Everybody has a story. I'm gonna give you mine.
Shout out to everybody. I love y'all.
I was on the phone with my mom. Talk about how my life is changing. She was laughing at me like, boy, just don't turn to a stranger. I was growing up in the ghetto with a hustle and this to make $1. 17 people in the crib. 4 kids died from a fire. I could hear the cries of my mother when my grandma handed me my brother. She said, don't look at the fire, just hold them in your arms and keep running. I was looking back at the smoke. All my cousins alive, I still hope. I was barefooted in the snow, trying to move my feet.
What up, y'all?
Now I'm looking at the house burning, and my grandpa tried to save it. My cousin went back for his sisters. It's a damn shame they ain't even make it. So shout out to my little cousin TJ, cause he went out like a hero. My aunt said he climbing up the window, but she couldn't save little Vanita. Shout out, the pain don't stop. Even if you cry some tears or drink some beer, the pain still remain here. So have no fear, man, just have no fear. Shout out, the pain don't stop. I was in the kitchen with the batter, trying to make a nigga pot fatter. So the pain, man, really don't matter. Shout out, the pain don't stop. Do you really know about a nigga's pain? Got a million thoughts all up on my brain. I was thinking just go with the pain. Come on. The pain don't stop. The pain don't stop. Shout out to my niggas in the box. 3 years
Peace to all the messiahs.
and word to God, I ain't did it. So I took the shit to trial. Word. But I lost, I admit it. I ain't lying, I was crying. Cause I felt like I was dying. I was missing my children. I was gone for a while. Now I'm back up on my 2-step. I ain't messing with the phony. Got a hole in my family. Cause my son don't know me. I was saying no way. Why he don't wanna play? He was feeling the pain. Now I'm breaking the chain. Cause of so much game. Shout out, the pain don't stop. Even if you cry some tears or drink some beer, the pain still remain here. So have no fear, man, just have no fear. Shout out, the pain don't stop. I was in the kitchen with the batter, trying to make a nigga pot fatter. So the pain, man, really don't matter. Shout out, the pain don't stop. Do you really know about a nigga's pain? Got a million thoughts all up on my brain. I was thinking just go with the pain. Come on. The pain don't stop. The pain don't stop. Shout out to my niggas in the box.
Yeah, this dedicated to all the survivors, man. This is my story, man. 8 Lions Avenue. Shout out to Charlotte Taylor. Shout out to Thomas Taylor, my grandma and grandpa. To all those that live on 8 Lions Avenue. You know what it was, man. It was the neighborhood house, man. That's where everybody came from.
What up, y'all?
Solitude, man. That's where everybody came, man. My grandma, man, she was like the neighborhood mom, man. For real. My grandpa, he was the neighborhood bully. Yeah, he was always the better side of the house, man. It was all real, man.
Really don't matter. Shut up, the pain
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So that was definitely a classic. That was definitely a classic. That was definitely a classic. Wow. Definitely a classic. Excuse me. Thank you for everybody that supports the movement. Wow. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be doing music, to be doing inspirational things, and so forth. It's a blessing, y'all. You know, I'm living my dream whether y'all know it or not. Y'all say for real. Look, people think the dream, like, you can be living the dream or the nightmare. You know, I'm living my dream whether y'all know it or not. Look, I get the chance to literally express myself to the world in a way that's more or less, for me, it's like this. Nobody, it's no strings attached. Nobody telling me you can't do this, or you got a contract with this, or we got other artists in front of you and stuff. I don't got nobody telling me that, or telling me you got to be ordained to do this and stuff like that. I don't got none of that. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, like I said, I'm living my dream. I'm living something that I visualized in my mind, something that I visualized and that I foreseen in my mind. You know, a code of expression, and that's here, right? That's right here on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to say thank you, and I appreciate everybody that supports this and makes it literally something, and makes it what it is. All right. So we growing as a culture, we're growing as a society, we're growing as a people, we're growing essentially in the things that we are connected with as so far as this movement. All right. Now, what I want to share with y'all today is this. I want to share with y'all how to navigate and operate your Google calendars, or how I would do it. All right, or how I would operate or navigate through my Google calendar. Okay, now again, we live in the world, but we do our best to not be of the world. All right, so of course we got to be connected to the Gregorian calendar in some sort of way, or we'll be essentially lost. All right, so okay, what I want to give y'all here is shout out to Sister Denise. Thank you. Thanks for returning back to the family. Thank you for returning back to the family. Appreciate you, sis. Look, let's go to these Google calendars. All right. And let me say it like this. In reference to these Google calendars. Okay, if you're not next to a computer, that's cool. You can do this on your own time. Yeah, like I said, you can do this on your own time if that's if that's what you choose to do. All right, but maybe you'll learn a little something on how to more or less do this. Okay, and I'm gonna build this calendar. I'm gonna build probably like a 90-day calendar, y'all. I'm gonna build a 90-day calendar if y'all want to sit here, because we got the 90-day water fast coming up. All right, so I'm gonna do my best to literally show y'all how to create a 90-day calendar if you want to be here for it, for this lesson. And also, it'll show you how to create reminders throughout the course of your day for this. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you want to study something, or you say, man, I should do this, or I got to do this exercise this day. All right, I'm gonna show y'all how to actually put reminders in your Google calendars also. All right, so all of this is literally All of this is literally essential for a lot of things that you got going on. Now, like I said, yeah, you pay for this service. You literally pay for this service, on your phone. You pay for this program or this application. It's a free application, but essentially you pay for it. Shout out to Sister Jasmine Thompson. Our president is in the building. All right. But like I said, you essentially already pay for this service. Now you say, man, I don't want Google. Man, come on, please leave me alone with that. I don't feel like all you revolutionary weirdos right now telling me something about being cybernetically connected. Put your damn cell phone down then. If you so pissed off about all of this stuff and you say, Lamel, why are we going to use Google Calendar? Man, please do not argue with me right now. These are for the people that want to disorganize certain things in their life, all right? And that are grown folks, that are really, literally grown folk, all right? Now, if you want to be on your revolutionary bit and say, oh man, I don't want to be cybernetically connected to Google Calendars and all of that stuff, that's up to you, all right? Now, this is the codex, and so and we're going to show you how we're going to program this thing. We're going to reprogram this Google Calendar. All right, so I took y'all to today. I already plugged today in. Today is Hafula. If you look there, you'll see Hafula. Now it's Thursday. Now I'm gonna show you. No. That's not Thursday. What is this? Oh, that's 2019. What the hell is going on? My fault, y'all. I gotta switch this. It said, hold up. that was weird. All right, let me see. All right, now here we go. I was bugging out for a second. All right, look, here it is. Okay, so okay, so now we on. There it is. Booyah. There it is. Alright, so we on January 12th. So I gotta do this from scratch for y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do this from scratch. So if you got your Google calendars, what you do is you go on the month and time that you want to associate your dates and reminders with. Alright? So now you see I put on top, it's January 2020. So y'all know it's January 2020. I accidentally had it in 2019. Okay, we up the speed now. All right, so now what you do is you just double click it, right? When you double click it, it brings a series of options. It brings a series of options that you can choose from. So the first thing is you add the title. Now, today so happens to be what? Today is 8. Today is 8. 6. 12 in the codex. Alright? So, now to understand the codex, remember, every number is associated with a letter. So you say H would be the first letter, which be the 8th letter of the alphabet, which would be H. So H, the vowel that follows the first letter is A. Okay, that's the first vowel that follows the first letter is A, or the first number is A. All right, and then you got the 6th letter of the alphabet, which is F, and then the next letter that follows the next number would be U. All right, and then you have 12. So the last letter would be L, and A follows that last letter. So the word would be Hafula. Hafula. All right? That would be the sacred word of today. It would be Hafula. Now, if you want to easily understand this, kinda, it's like this. If I would put the letters, if you want to know the letters that follow the numbers, it doesn't matter what date it is. The same letters always follow the numbers. The same letters always follow the numbers. It doesn't matter what date it is. Alright? So if you want to know the sacred word of today, the sacred word is Hafula. Alright? But today's date in the codex so happens to be 8612. Alright? 8612. Alright, so now you got other things that you can put. You can put the location. Now I'm in New York. I'm gonna put cool. My location is New York. All right, I'm gonna put New York. There it is. Bow. Put New York. Okay, I'm in New York. So that's one thing you can put, your location, if you choose to put that. Now I'm putting that for you. All right, this is the event. Now I'm gonna do this calendar very fast so we can get through some stuff. But I'm gonna show you the options that you can do with this thing. It's really hot. It's really hot. And then you can copy and paste all this stuff. All right, because I'm gonna also do you know, I built a to-do list that I'm gonna do starting the 90-day water fast. I did a to-do list, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna connect my to-do list with this. All right, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna connect my to-do list with this. All right, so you can get a notification, email, all right, or whatever like that. So, okay, my notification could be, it'd be notification, all right, and I want an email, but what time before? I don't want it before 11. I don't want it the one day before at 11:30. Even though that would be cool, I want it one day before, probably. You know what I'm saying? This is the reminder of the next day. You can have it the day before or the day at. All right. All right. So I'm gonna choose to basically have it the day before at around 11:30. Now, if you don't want to have it the day before, for as a reminder, that's cool on you. All right. Now, you can also put things right here. You can add and attach a file. Let's say if I want to attach a file, for instance, I think I got something in here. You know, I can attach a file if I wanted to. Go to my drive. You know, I think I got my to-do list in here. Here it is right here. I think that's my to-do list. I don't know. It might be my to-do list. But I just added that file to there if I wanted to. You can even add your music to there if you want. You know what I'm saying? You can really add your music. You can add anything you want as a course of a reminder telling you what to do. For instance, I'll tell myself, and if you people don't like typing, I got an easy way for y'all to do this too. I'm going to show you something. If you don't like typing, what you do is this. And if you got a Chrome computer, you can do this very fast. You can do this very fast. This is what I do. If, let's say, if I don't feel like typing or something like that, I'll go to my, let's say, alright, I go to my Google Docs. And I'll just make a document, right? I'll just make a document, a blank document. Go to my Google Docs. Now, I'll flip page back to my my Google Calendar. Alright? Just you know, I'll flip page back to my Google Calendars to put in perception what I want to do. So I'm gonna say this. Alright, so today's Sunday. I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna utilize tools, right? You push tools. When you push tools right here in the Google documents, you push tools, you have an explorer where you can have voice typing. So So what I'll do is this. I'll do a little voice typing. All right, you gotta allow Google. Google wants to basically have access to my microphone. Okay, they can have access. That's cool. We get it work. So it's working. It's working pretty decent. It's working pretty decent on here. So what I'll tell, I'm Gary build my reminder, and I'm Gary show y'all how we Gary copy and paste and make this thing phenomenal. All right, so today is Sunday. Have to finish my homework for school and be prepared for the week. Period. Alright, so that's just something, and then I'll just copy and paste. Now, if you can push Control C with your keyboard if you want, or you can just use your mouse. Alright, if you want to do a fast way, just do Control C. Alright, bow. And that's if you got doing two hands. This is two hands to make it fast. You'd be like, zoom, and then Control C. Bow, it's already copied. And then boom, if you want to, and then you go right back to your Google calendars, and then you just build it up. All right, that's the description. Today is Sunday. Have to finish my homework for school and be prepared for the week. All right, that's just something basically essential that I put in my reminder. So now I'm gonna just save this. I'm gonna save this, right, and I'm gonna move on to the next day. All right, so now I would just double click this. I would double click this, and then I would. So yesterday was 8. Well, today is actually 8, 6, 12 in the codex. So tomorrow would be 8, 7, 13 in the codex. All right, so the sacred word of that would be what? It would be HAGUMA. That would be the sacred word, which is Haguma. Haguma would be the sacred word for that. Now I'm gonna just keep on moving forward. Now I'm gonna put other things in my my description and everything like that, far as my Google Calendar, so y'all can. But I'm gonna just do some dates real quick. I'm gonna hurry up and do some dates, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do it fast. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it fast. This is how I would do it fast. I would copy that. I would copy that date, right? And I would save it. Boom. Double click, go to the next date, paste it, and then you just change the 7 into an 8. And then you change the 13 into a 14. Boom. You change the 13 into a 14. Now you trucking, and you know the sacred word is going to be HAHUMA. My fault. NA. That's the sacred word for you. Alright? Save it. Bow. Move forward. So you just repeat this process over and over and over again. And like I said, as you repeat this process over and over again, you know what I'm saying, you basically my fault. You actually, it's going to keep on reminding you. You'll go back and then you set your reminders and stuff like that. You'll set up different things that you want done for your far as your calendar. Now let me keep on building up. I'm gonna keep on building for the people that's in here, so they can get the rhythm of the calendar. That's what's important of this dialogue or this discussion, is actually so y'all can get the rhythm of how the calendar operates, so y'all won't mess it up. All right. So now double click. All right. Like, remember I said paste it. Now you might lose track. So I would say don't do that, because that might mess up. Don't do that. I would say don't pace until you really get the rhythm of how the clock operates, so that way you won't mess up the numbers. Just do it one by one. All right, just take it one step at a time. All right, that's for people that are on an advanced level with the calendar. You can just paste it and stuff like that. But all right, so the 14th would be 8/8/14. So the 15th would be actually 8. Oh, my fault. It would be 8/9 8/9/15. It would be 8/9/15 in the codex. All right, that would be the next date after 8/8/14. All right, and then the sacred word of this would be H. My fault. HAIUOOA. All right, so y'all would pronounce that word like Haiu. I don't know. That's hot. That's a crazy word. I'll practice that later. But that's a sacred word that's connected with that date. All right, and these are words that we don't know, but they're part of association with the calendar, how it operates. All right, we're learning it as we go. Okay, because the body of the Messiah is revealing itself. All right. So yeah, keep on. You click. So you see it. You see how the calendar is building. 8/6/12. 8/7/13, 8/8/14, 8/9/15. So it would be 8/10/16. 8, 10, and 16. All right, cool. So and then you'll see that the word would be, the sacred word would be H. It would be H. JHAJU. 16th letter is P. PA. That would be the sacred word. Alright? Very easy. It's very easy to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's literally very easy. It's literally very easy to build this calendar up. It's very easy to build this calendar up. Alright, so I want to talk to y'all excuse me, about something also. So now, pardon me. Excuse me. Listen, if it's not clear on how to do this with the calendars, again, you just double click. Now, it's other events that you can put in. Now, I would say this too. I don't want it. I would say this. Look, right? You can add different stuff. When you add different elements to this, oh man, it's hot. Like when you put different links. Like for instance, let's say if you want to insert a link or something like that. Like let's say you want a YouTube exercise. This is like, come on, man. You just say, exercises on YouTube for cardiovascular system. Like for real, you just go look this stuff up, right? You go look this type of stuff up, and when
We will now begin a two-part video on the cardiovascular.
you look this stuff up, you copy it, right? Let's say if you don't got time to watch it right now, and just to put yourself on pace, put yourself on beat with it, you just paste it, man. You just paste it right in there. Bat out. You paste it in there. There you go. It's going to come up. It'll remind you of certain things that you need to be doing. Like, I mean, I'm just saying that's just something that I just looked up. Not saying follow this dude, but I'm just in essence on how to operate and navigate through your Google calendars. Shout out to Sister Akshita Vita. I see you in here, Queen. How to operate and navigate through your Google calendars. I'm telling you, this thing is a monster. This thing is a monster. You can do so much with it. You can do so much with it to make it what you want it to be. All right? I would suggest that you do it. I would suggest that you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. It's literally a blessing to have technology at our disposal. Now, I'm going back to school. Y'all already know I started school last week. All right? I'm actually doing good in school. I'm feeling good to actually be humbled in a certain sort of way, because you know, when you go in a situation like that, you realize that you truly know nothing at all. You don't really know anything like that. You think you know something, but you really know nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So as you know, the things that I'm learning in school, y'all know I'm going for information technology. That's what I'm going for, IT. All right. So essentially, you know, I'm going to school for something I like. You know, I feel, I'm gonna keep it real, I feel like a little kid in there. When the professor is talking, I'm like this. I'm like, oh man, I'm like so like tuned into him, like really tuned into him. And it's so deep because I know what's at stake when I'm at school and I'm doing this. I know what I'm bringing back for our people. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm bringing back for our people. Shout out to the brother Meta World Peace. We need to connect up, everybody. We got the 90-day water fast, and also I'm gonna say this: we got the Rise of Atlantis coming up February 29th. It'd be nice to see brother Meta World Peace, Sister Akshita Vita. We all connect up. Sister Jazz. You know, that's only like a month and a half away. You know, it's at a private location for the people that you know, that want to know the address or want me to put the address out there publicly. No, it's literally at a private location. You have to write Sister Jasmine to obtain your fidelity bond if you're interested. But it's going to be at a private location. All right. Now I already basically I rented a place to accommodate our needs where I can baptize people. All right. Where we have a jacuzzi or we have different space available. All right. So I can do different things, or we can do different rituals associated with our family, or how we connect with our tribe, which is the Walu. All right. How we connect with our tribe, which is the Walu. All right. So yeah, we're gonna need to definitely hook up. Definitely. The first thing is, you know, like I said, I'm gonna bring it back. When I get my bachelor's degree, when I get my PhD, my master's, whatever I get from this by pushing forward, whatever the universe gives me as time. Look, I'm gonna keep on going until I master this, y'all. You know, it's no way that I'm gonna be in that situation where I feel as though I'm gonna be sitting in the opposite side of the chair for too long. That's how I feel about it. And that's how curious I am about my studies and what I'm studying. All right, so yeah, I would suggest that anything that you studying, make sure that it's important and make sure it's something that you like to do. All right, my situation is getting better. I'll be able to make it. Yo, that's what's up, brother. Meta World Peace, February 29th. It only comes once every 4 years. In a Gregorian calendar, that leap day only comes once every 4 years. And you know what's so interesting about it? Every other day of far as January 31st and October the 31st, they always link up on those same days except for a leap year. So that's what's so deep too. But in essence, I'm gonna just say this. You know, we gotta connect up, man. You in Birmingham. For all my people, look, bro, I got so much opportunity for us if we want to do it. If we really want to make something happen, business opportunities and all, it's right there for us, bro. You know, we essentially got to build it up. You know, people ask me, well, why are you going back to school, Amel? This doesn't make no sense. And that doesn't make no sense what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really in it to get a job. I'm in it to get a business, to run my own business. You know, I want to be the one. My goal is to be the one to take apart computers, program computers, know the inside and outsides of computers and how they function. Now, if a computer can't do what I want it to do, I'm gonna make it do what I want it to do, because I have that innate ability to actually forge my own destiny. So that's how I look at it in reference to what I'm bringing back for y'all in this IT department. All right, you said yeah, you know, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to connect with the people that really want great stuff. Now we got a nation build. We really got a nation build. Y'all got to understand what's so important. The one of the most important things about nation building, it's the fact that, you know, it makes you unique, essentially. In these days and time, you know, they make you want to forget about your ancestors, forget about who you are, what you are, what we are. They try to make you forget about these things. But one of the most things that they trying to make us forget about is the fact that we are gods and goddesses, kings, queens, emperors, and empresses. Real talk. Not the fact that we came from gods and goddesses, kings and queens and emperors. Not the fact that we came from these things, but it's the fact that we are these things. You feel me? So that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Where, you know, people understand that we are the gods. We are the goddesses. We are the kings, the queens, the emperors and the empresses. It ain't the fact that we descended from these. They are our descendants. Backwards. They are our descendants. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, we descended down here on this planet. All right? So, yeah. And that's what I'm sharing with y'all with the codex. You got to think about what we doing here. What we doing here in this age of what we call information. I tell people we are the ancient artifacts that they're going to uncover so many thousand years from now. But when you grip the concept of that thought, you have to say, well, what makes you so special, Lamel? Well, what makes you so different from any society or any religion that somebody has shared? What makes the codex so different? I'm going to tell you. Every society that you have came across, it literally represents a body of the Messiah. You might say, Lamel, well, what do you mean in reference to the body of the Messiah? Listen, every thing that you have learned, every experience that you have went through in life essentially represents the body of the Messiah, how it operates. Now I tell you, these things are growing. These things are growing. So as they're growing, they become a collective thought. They become a collective thought, essentially. And then as you collecting these thoughts, now you're trying to put the pieces together so you can gain your inner peace. And as you're gaining your inner peace, you literally putting these pieces back together and you becoming whole once again. You literally becoming whole once again. So now you say, really, Lamel? Yes. Essentially for what I'm talking about, yes, you're becoming whole once again. All right. You said we see the truth in history, present and future. We are. This is the importance of rewinding the hands of time. Yeah. And you know, again with rewinding the hands of time, you know, I say we're from the future. Somebody say, really, Lamel? Yeah. They ask me, well, where did you get the codex from? Like a lot of times people ask me, they say, yo, where you get the codex? Where did you get the codex from? And when I tell them, I say, yo, I got the codex from the future. They say, man, you out of your mind. I say, man, I'm from the future. They say, man, you out of your mind. And I say, man, how am I out of my mind when I say I'm from the future, where I say I got this from the future? Like, you never had any premonitional thoughts or ever had something that happened in your life where you felt it and you said, man, wow, I can't believe this happened. And then something clicked in you to understand that you were in that realm of thought in that present moment and you had deja vu. So this is what I'm telling y'all with the codex. Like, it's almost like a deja vu. It's like, dag, man, look, listen. It's when I say when you great in this day and time, you will always be remembered. So those in the future will say, well, wow, I want to pattern myself after such and such, or wow, I want to do certain things after what such and such did, and that's why I say we from the future, because if you look at it, people are going to be watching these videos in the future. They're going to be watching these videos over and over again, and they're going to be like, dang, what was the realm of personality of what these people were? Like, for real. And they're going to be saying that 1,000, 2,000 years from now, looking at these records, at these videos, like sacred records or archived records. They're going to be looking at it and saying, well, wow, this is what the codex was in ancient. Look how it was. This is where it started from. All right. And then you might say, well, why is that? Because we are in an age of what we call information, where everything is shifting. Everything is shifting to a new realm of consciousness. And you might say, well, what is that? What is the new realm of consciousness that you're talking about? It's something that I'm saying, like, for instance, when you say, my fault. Like, for instance, hopefully that's cool. Yeah. Like, for instance, when I'm talking about the new realm of thought that we living in, of what we call this age of what we call information, we came out of the 12th grade. We came out of, what is considered to be 12th grade or the 12 zodiac signs. Yeah, we literally all graduated from that, because one of the ways that we got to know each other is by saying, yo, what's your sign? Well, what's your sign? Well, what's your sign? And when we got to know each other through that sequence of thought, we understand the principle of 12, which was the 1-2-1. All right, we understood that sequence, but now we moved out of the sequence of the 1-2-1 and came into the 1-3-1. All right, which is the third air sign in your 11th house, because your Pisces sign coming out of Pisces is your 12th house. That's your 12th house. So we came out of Pisces and we came into Aquarius, or what you call Aquarius, and it's not Aquarius. It's the age of what you call information. It's that age of what you call information. And like I said, it's the 11th house, which is the kingdom, the crown chakra, the 11th house, the 11th, the key to open the doorways to El, or the doorways to Shell, to the elders. That way we can understand what was really bestowed upon us. All right. So yeah. So when it comes to reprogramming this mainframe, it's certain things that I share with y'all. Like, for instance, this position of prayer right there, how I showed y'all with y'all left hand. It's something that I introduced to the people, and people say, well, where did you get this from? Literally, the spirit led me to this, but in actuality, in discovering everything that's associated with what's going on with this meditation, you'll understand this. You'll understand that this. You literally create a circuit. Like I said, you create a circuit within this prayer position. Nobody ever showed y'all this prayer position. And if anybody ever stands in this prayer position, they got it from the Tuwalu. And you might say, well, who are, you might say, my fault, you might say, well, who are the Tuwalu? We are the Tuwalu. We are Tuwalu. Okay, when they look up that word, when they look up the word the Walu, when they look up the word the Walu, you know, they find us. For real. They say for real, when you go Google the Walu, you find us. Real talk. So if you might wonder who are the Walu and try to find something that's associated with it, you're gonna find us. All right. Everybody that's here on this broadcast, everybody that has associated your lifestyle or your life force with this codex, literally they're going to find you. So we are the great ones, we are the unique ones. All right, divine manifestation. Now the Walu connects with the whole planet. Yes, the turtle people. We are the L's too. We are the L's. We are the L's and we are the owls. Now mistakenly it was, you say L or owl as in Arabic or Hebrew as in L or owl. But when I'm saying L or owl, I'm talking about in reference to the owl, the totem, the other totem of our people, which is the owls. That's why we had, as sovereign people, we took on the name owl in the back of our name, or El in back of our name. Not essentially because it meant Elohim or Allahumma, no, because Al or El is the sacred name that is associated with the totem of our people, which is the owl, the nocturnal bird. Osiris, the same thing, the nocturnal being that sees in the darkness of disparity. Shout out to Sister Diamante Precious. Yeah, that's what the owl. That's why we took on the name Al or the name Al or El. We didn't take on Bey because Bey is like Turkish. All right, we took on Al or El because Al or El is the sacred totem. It's the sacred totem in reference to the nocturnal bird, that sees through disparity, that sees through obscurity, that sees through trials and tribulation. That's what the owl represents. So when you say owl, you actually say owl or L. And then also owl, the owl is the hieroglyphic symbol for the letter M. Okay, if you go into the Metal Nature, you'll see that they got the letter M from the face of the owl. So that is telling you that the word owl or the word lamel or lemel is actually a sacred word. And you might say, well, how is that? How did you put that together, Lamel? Because think about it. Just think about it. You got owl, as in the owl, O-W-L, right? You think about it, O-W-L, but phonetically you saying A-L. You're saying owl, all right? Like an owl, all right? And then you're saying L, because you say L, like an owl. You can say it however you want to say it. Phonetically, you're saying the same thing. Okay, now you got the letter M that actually comes from the ideograph of an owl. So now you say you put this together, you get lamel or lemel, which is the ba bird, which is the sacred ba bird. You know what I'm saying? That moves through the nocturnal world. That is the sacred ba bird, which is the owl. You know what I'm saying? Is my name sacred too, since it's so similar? You talk about Mizel, that's deep. That's deep. You got sacred letters that are associated with your name. Every letter associated with everybody's name has a sacred meaning in the codex. If you have your book, the 141 Introduction to Magic and Divination, we have an acronym of words that are associated with your letter, with the letters of your name, far as the English alphabet. You know what I'm saying? Like M would be master, then I would be understanding, Z would be zigzag, E would be eternity. It would be eternity. It depends, but far as equity, that's number 6. People sometimes mistake number 6 as E. No. Far as the math, you got 1 through 9, and then you got A through Lamel. All right, which is the 31st letter of the alphabet. So we got 5 letters added to our alphabet. All right, y'all got 26 letters in the English alphabet, but in the codex we got 5 extra letters. All right, which is actually the GH, the SH, the GH, the SH, the ST, the lemale, and the lemale. Those, the lemale and the lemale, are determinatives. They're not really letters. They're silent letters, but they're what is considered to be determinative because they represent feminine and masculine principles. So you can like put the dots or the 3 with the slash in it to represent the lemale or the lemale. All right. So yeah. So Mazel, definitely. The M is an owl, the bobbird, and then you got owl, L is the same thing. And then Z actually represents the key maker. Remember that. Z is the key maker because it's the 26th letter of the alphabet. It actually equals a palindrome. Its square so happens to be 676. So it becomes a palindrome. That means 26 can see in the past, present, and future. So it's the key maker, but it's the one that locks the keys too, because it's the Z is the 26th letter. All right, that's why y'all end y'all alphabet with the letter Z. But that's the Z representing the vibration of the keys. Z, or also the 26,000 years of procession in reference to the 2,160 years that we live in every age. All right, and then if you go through that, you'll go through roughly about 26,000 years in procession, which represent the keys that come forth from the Milky Way galaxy. And the Milky Way represents also the top of Hathor. That's why if you look in the codex, you'll see that the key sign, the sign for the 26th letter, it looks like really the head of Hathor, like the crown of Hathor. Why? Because it's associated with the 2 hands. And then also it's associated with ancient Egypt with the Ka, the Ka, because you got 2 hands representing the Ka, or the hands, like, or Khanum, when he actually molds something into creation at the potter's wheel. So you got the same 2 hands representing the same 2 hands, which is on the top of this of Hathor, which represents the horns of Hathor also. But that all connects up with the codex. What I'm telling y'all, if y'all paying attention, look, it all connects up with the codex, because the 26, breaking that down, the 26 represents the years of procession, connecting up with the letters of procession, representing Z's, the vibration of the keys with a Z's. And then people say, for real, and the keys is when you in your Z's. When you're sleeping. When you sleeping, then you come out of that state. But when you in a meditative state, Z's, when you vibrating on a meditative state. Yo, bust it down, bro. Sacred knowledge, always on deck with the Messiah code. Coming straight at you live with direct, bro. Lamel, stay in tune. Thank you, Sister Akshita Vita, the General. You already know you'll always be my general. You know, my son's in the Marines. Yo, he conquered the Marine. He in the Marines right now. Shout out to my son. I love my son for making that choice. My son in the Marines, Sister Akshita. I didn't know if you knew that. He's kicking ass right now. All right. I'm not messing with Trump at all. Okay, the codex is where we live, man. The keys. So the keys actually represented the Z's. The keys actually represented the Z's. The Z's and how these things vibrated. So we all vibrated in the Z's, meaning like we came from that state of darkness, that state of sleep, where it was an eternal sleep, and we awoken. So we all came from that Z's, which is the 26th letter of the alphabet. We all came from Z's. We came from that Z's. All right. So essentially, you know, coming from that darkness or the primordial waters or the chaotic waters of darkness, resurrecting, coming into this life, you know, we came through the vibration of frequencies which represent the 26th letter of the alphabet. All right, so I dipped into that because the brother Mazel, you know, I don't know, I'm always chopping your name up, you know, yeah, that's a part of your name. I broke down different letters in your name. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I see how proud you are of your extension of you, the form of the sun. Yeah, my son, man, he make me proud. He make me proud, y'all. You know, all my children make me proud. All my children make me proud. They grown men. I still got young children that's still grown, but all the grown men, yeah, they make me proud. They really make me proud. And my young men, they really make me proud. I'm really happy. My son, one of my sons just saved up 2 stacks to get his own studio. My son Naeem, he actually hustled $2,000 to get his own studio. This, with just little stuff that he bought over and over. And he did that. He's only 16. All right, he just turned a fresh 16. But he was doing it. He don't got a job. He just doing it, just doing little stuff. And for real, he hustled it from a laptop that I gave him that was kind of busted. So I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of my children, man. I'm so proud of life in general. I'm so proud of things that I got going on. And for the age I am, you know, to feel so young, I feel great about that. I feel great. You know what I'm saying? And I have been living an amazing life, y'all. You know, I traveled literally almost the world so far. You know, I traveled literally the world so far. And guess what I've been doing? I've been doing this. The whole time, look, listen. The whole time I've been traveling, I haven't been doing nothing but this. I've been putting God first, and when I put God first, I always have something. Like I can go anywhere and I'm good. I'm good. I'm great. And it's been like that, y'all. It's been straight like that. Y'all been noticing, I've been having so many blessings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I show y'all through my life that you don't have to be perfect to actually represent righteousness. You know, like righteousness isn't perfection, y'all. But what you think perfection is, perfection represents imperfection. I want you to think about my analogy, the way I break this down. Because, you know, this is how when I decided to be a spiritual person to represent God's kingdom, this is the questions that I asked God myself. I said, yo, just to ask God this before I can move forward. I was like I said, man, God, man, I'm not the perfect person. You know my dirt. You know I'm really not. Just really not a good person like that. I just feel as though it's other people that are way more perfect than me. You know what I'm saying? And in essence, what I learned is this: that you don't have to be like perfection. Actually comes. It actually comes from imperfection. Because if you never went through certain lessons in life, you wouldn't know certain lessons in life. So you had to make mistakes along that way. You had to go through certain stuff where as though it just didn't work out for you. It just really didn't work out. So now you say, really? Yeah. Like it really didn't work out for you. So you learned perfection through imperfection. Essentially, you learned perfection through imperfection. So that's what makes you perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you perfect. All of y'all are literally, y'all went through some trial or test and tribulation where you had to get back up. And if you didn't get back up, you know what I'm saying? God bless you. You'll figure that one out. And maybe that one wasn't meant for you if you didn't get back up. But essentially, you know, for all of y'all that got back up, through certain trials that you went through, you know what that's about. That's what I'm telling you. That's what makes you perfect, because you're able to tell somebody certain mistakes that you went through, certain things that you went through, in order for a person not to take that path. In order for that person not to take that path, to gain perfection through your imperfection, which is perfection. That's the only way I can kind of explain it so you can get where I'm coming from. All right? About how y'all perfect. How y'all perfect, man. You know, and people, and then I'm going to say this too. Just to build on that, just to elaborate on it. People ask me, how do you know that you got the marks of God? People ask me, how do you know when you essentially got the marks of God? I'm gonna tell you. I've been telling people this like forever and ever. Like, how you know you have the marks of God is literally the bruises. The bruises that you have, the bruises that you got right now, the bruises that you survived through, that you made it through. Those that represents the marks of God. That essentially represent the marks of God. You got to think about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Think about it. He had a dot on his heart. He had blackness on his heart. This man had so much blackness on his heart. You might say, well, why did the Prophet Muhammad have blackness on his heart? Now, the Prophet Muhammad was an orphan. You know, he grew up as an orphan. And he was raised by his uncle. But I want y'all to think about it like this too. You know, going through certain things in life, you might say, well, why me? Why me? Why me? Well, why not you? And that's why I say, you know, when I came to the universe and I said, man, you know, for me sharing this information with y'all, I said, man, dag, man, you know, why me? Why me? Why for me to do this? Because I'm meant for a certain people. I'm not meant for the planet. I'm meant for a certain group of people. That's who I'm here for. Just like you here for a certain group of people. I'm not here for everybody. I'm programmed to do what I'm supposed to do. Just like you programmed to do what you're supposed to do. All right? And that's the only way I can explain this. All right? But this right here will live on for the ages. Listen, as long as they have electricity beating through these machines, what we're doing here will live on for the ages. Now, imagine that. Like, it's going to be a couple years from now. Like, we're not doing nothing but moving forward. We're gaining different trustworthy people. The message is essentially touching people's hearts. We're consistent with what we're doing, and what people are realizing is that this is real. That this isn't just a fad. This is something that is real. We got rituals that are connected with our society. Like I said, we have a 90-day water fast, February 1st through May 1st. 90-day water. Everybody should be committed to the 90-day water fast. You wake up, drink 8 to 10 ounces of water. The first meal is fruit. All right. The next meals, you eat whatever you want or whatever you choose to eat during your normal course of the day. Then your last meal is a non-processed meal. You eat no sugar, no added preservatives, no honey, no nothing that's crazy added sugar. How hard is that? How hard is that to do that? To be committed to that? How hard is that? Look, we got over 400 people. Y'all ain't look at the 90-day water fast for us in the Facebook, all the people that click going. We got over 400 something people that click going. Now, I don't know if they're going to be committed to it, but they took the time. 400 and something people click going. Now, if you are in the 90-day water fast, invite people. If that's how it happened, it just sparked out like crazy. You know, I posted it as a private event. People shared it. They started inviting people that really wanted to make a change. We got 4. I'll check it right now. I'll show y'all for real. If you think I'm bull crapping, I'll look it up. I'll look it up and I'll find how many people are associated, and I'll show y'all on here that associated with this 90-day water fast. Now, Facebook is a bunch of fake friends. I get that. But if you took the time to click going for the 90-day water fast, I'm with you. I'm cool with you. I really don't have no problems with you. You know what I'm saying? At least you took the time to click it. But let me see. It's 445 people. 10 people said maybe. 10 people said I can't go. That's cool. I'm still cool with you. I have no problem with you. You say you can't go, you can't do it. I have no problem with you. Let me see. All right. Let me see if I can do this back. Yeah. Real talk. This is... Facebook login. And we gotta see this 90-day water fast situation. We gotta see the people that are associated with it on Facebook and see if we got some real people. You know, it's cool. You know, this is a game changer right here. This is really a game changer. My fault. Searching through. Shout out to everybody that supported on Facebook. There it is, BAL, the 90-day water fast. All right, so yeah, we got 445 people said going, 10 people said maybe, and we got 204 people that are invited left. All right, please click going if you haven't clicked going. If you don't know me on Facebook, I don't know you, that's cool. We'll link up. My site is public. You actually can click right here on the YouTube and find the Messiah code on Facebook just by a click. Right here on YouTube, it's a link right there. And if you want to donate to the channel, it's also a link if you want any of the books. Also, if you want any of the books too, you can what you can do, you can go to Amazon. I suggest you don't buy my books from Amazon because it takes them 60 days for them to pay me for my book. It takes them 60 days for them to pay me for my books. I don't feel like waiting that long, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. Not that I'm broke, but let's keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? If you want, but you can donate anything. But Amazon is for people that want something trustworthy, and also, you know, if they don't know me like that, and also to just link up. You know, but I suggest you just donate and get one of the books. Stop being cheap. Stop being cheap. Donate anything. Now, we got a couple books that's about to drop. I am about to really drop the far as Broken Mirrors, the Dreamcatcher. I'm going to drop that book. And I got to drop the Book of Wraith. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to show y'all some samples of what the Book of Wraith looks like, I'll do that too. Because people said, man, LaMel, you holding out. You lying about the Book of Wraith. I'm not lying about it. I just never completed it. I'll show y'all right now that I'm actually working on the Book of Wraith. The Book of Wraith is almost done. You know what I'm saying? And I'll build on it I'll build on it a little bit. Just to show y'all not bullcrap, and there it is. Bad out. See? The Book of Wraith. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on it. It ain't like I ain't working on it. And then this joint is crazy deep. This joint is like 200 something pages, man. And keep it 1,000. This Book of Wraith is already like 200 something pages. This stuff is hardcore information. This stuff is hardcore information, y'all. Like on the reels, I had to back up off of this book. It was so deep. Like when I had to channel this book, when I was channeling this book, I had to really channel the rate. You see that symbol right there? That is the symbol of the rate. You think it's the middle finger? No, that is their symbol. Their symbol is that symbol. That rate symbol is the middle finger like that. Now, I explained it before with the MeWe hand what came to be that Wraith symbol right there. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I really go in on this book, y'all. Yo, I really go in. I go in and talk like this, to me it's funny. Now, in all of my books, I want y'all to understand something. I always put the 131 as the first thing. The first thing is the 131. Only thing is, in every book, the 131 changes. So don't skip over the 131 and be like, oh man, he put the 131 in there again. No, listen, when I put that 131 in there, I actually be playing with your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you might think it's the same, but I change stuff up in there just to more or less just to add to it so it grows. Because every book, it affectionately connects with me a different way of the 131. So it, like I shared with y'all how, you know, more or less it grew. Now, phew. Let me move forward in this book. I'm gonna get y'all to the meat and gristle of this book. Now I'm leaking this book right now, y'all. For real, I'm leaking this book. Yo, I'm leaking this book right now. Look, the chapters are, I'm gonna show y'all the chapters. The species of Wraith. The chapters are this. These are the chapters. Species of Wraith in their class, right? Who are the Wraith? The father of Wraith, symptoms of Wraith, Shaka Zulu, families of Wraith, the hive, and sex with a Wraith. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, these joints go in. Hold up. I gotta do something for y'all. I gotta do something for y'all. Hold up. Listen. These joints go in, y'all. For real. These joints right here, yo, they go in. So, you see the chapters, what they call. Now, if I move forward in this, you know, here we go. Just moving forward. You'll see where I'm going to go with this. All right, so chapter 1. Let's go. Now, the chapter 1 breaks down in like 9 parts. All right, chapter 1, the species of Wraith in their class. So it breaks down in 9 parts. Impulsive Wraith, non-impulsive Wraith, hoarder Wraith, decaying Wraith, Enchantrix, false sister, is foster brother, foster sister, and family, mama and daughter syndrome, decaying Wraith, and shapeshifter Wraith. This is the first chapter, how it breaks down the species of Wraith in their class. Yo, now if you don't know what the Wraith are energy vampires. They're actually a real spirit being that exists on this planet. They have manifested in people, essentially, and they are energy vampires. They want to touch you. They want to suck you dry. All right, for everything you have. They're Wraith. That's what they do. All right, essentially, but it's just for to survive. They feed off of you. They're almost like a cannibalistic species that feeds on a higher intelligent species. Alright? Yo, this is deep though. But I'll break down impulsive Wraith, for instance. So, impulsive Wraith, as this book breaks it down. Oh man, I ain't gonna really leak this book like that. I'm gonna leak a little bit. I want to leak a couple things just because it's just fun to me. This is fun just to leak it, but I'm gonna leak a little bit. All right, impulsive rape species. This is number one. All right, impulsive space of rape species always need some form of adrenaline. The main thing that drives them is thrills. The main thing that thrives them are thrills. All right. It says every moment is boring to them. Now, y'all gotta understand these are the symptoms of rape. All right. Now this is describing the species of rape in their class, and this is how you know the rape, who they are as a species. It says every moment is boring to them unless it is some form of loudness or extreme fast movement. It's hard for them to stay calm in situations where one needs to be quiet and one needs to observe. No, they are not children. So you might say, "Dag, this is a child." No, it's not a child. This is an actual grown person. Their eyes never really stay focused on one thing because their eyes move back and forth. Shaky eyes. This is a common defect of a wraith coming into this world. They aid the wicked the wicked world in its evil against their own, because they eat their own flesh and will eat their own family members, including children. They even try to justify it. They work themselves up to high positions in the government, in the academic community. Now it goes to Ezekiel chapter 5 verse 8 through 10, and I'll bust that down. It says, therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I myself am against you, O Jerusalem, and I will inflict punishment on you in the sight of the nations, because of all your detestable idols. I will do to you what I will never have done before, and will never do again. Therefore, in your midst, parents will eat their children, and children will eat their parents. I will inflict punishment on you and will scatter all your survivors to the winds. So this is actually yo, I know. It's about to get deep. Yeah, I told you, the wraith will eat their children. They will even eat their own children. But this is right here, this wraith in particular, is talking about the impulsive wraith. All right, now remember, the part of the symptoms of an impulsive wraith is shaky eyes. Shaky eyes. Another thing is impulsive wraith is that they just can't stop. They always got to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like they got to have adrenaline. They got to do some crazy shit like jump off of a building or some crazy stuff in order to suit their adrenaline, or almost get locked up by the cops, or be in gunfights shooting each other, or selling drugs and stuff like that. Now, y'all already know far as what ignited the wraith into this world. Let me bust this down for people to understand about this wraith situation. People don't understand what the wraith was. Literally like a sleeping giant, what you want to consider to be like a sleeping giant. All right, now if you want to say a giant, you go back to a Nephilim, because that's in the biblical contents of the word giant, or what I'm using here in reference to a giant. But the wraith was literally like a sleeping giant, and what ignited the wraith is certain drugs that people take, like for instance, like crack cocaine, like dope, like heroin, like meth. These are things that actually ignited the wraith in people. All right, it actually ignited the wraith that was already dormant inside people. These drugs, you know what I'm saying? It was a formula, more or less, to because we are a product. Like, for instance, like every species of the galaxy are a product of humans. Like, they are dormant in humans. Like, every species is dormant in us. So one of the species that's dormant in us is a wraith species. All right. Now that wraith species is an energy vampire. It's almost like an energy vampire. So what ignited that wraith species is things like crack cocaine, things like meth, and things like heroin and other drugs that they're creating in a laboratory right now. And I'm gonna tell you what each drug does. For instance, like the crack cocaine. The crack cocaine was to take the heart away from the wraith. It was to take, because the wraith had a heart at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? For what it was doing, as in taking the life of species, the wraith needed to operate in a formality where it had no heart. So literally, crack cocaine takes away your heart. It takes away your emotions and so forth, because you'll steal from your own mother. You'll steal from my fault, y'all. That's like a crazy stuff on my phone. I don't know how that did that. But you'll steal from your own mother. You'll steal from your own such and such. You'll steal from so and so in order to feed your habit. So crack cocaine was to help the wraith suppress their emotions. Now, another thing is, now this came from back in the day with like one of the first wraith drugs besides heroin is cocaine. It's a form of cocaine. Now you might say, well, why is that, Lamel? Because if you think about it, if you think about one of the first wraith beings that are discussed about biblically is Canon, all right, which is an albino. It's your first albino. His name is really Labana, which means milky white. All right, but Canon is said to be the first albino. All right, or he came out milky white, or what I'm saying, so forth. Not saying that I got something against white people, but in legend, far as in biblical in the biblical contents. But I want y'all to apply this to the situation. All right, so remember Ham, when he saw his dad, right? What happened? His eyes got big because he saw the nakedness of his father. Now it's so many arguments on what type of nakedness that he saw of his father, and that's a whole type of discussion that I would love to talk about, because it wasn't the fact that he saw his father naked, because we saw our fathers naked, or we saw our mothers and fathers naked at one point. You know what I'm saying? That just was like almost a natural way of life. It wasn't like it was something that was like, oh, I saw my dad naked. No, this is like, nah. What happened was, I'm gonna tell you, for real, he caught his father doing some magic, which is considered to be basically masturbation. That was what he caught his father doing. He walked upon the nakedness of his father doing that. Now, it's a whole nother discussion on why he was doing this, but this is figuratively speaking, y'all. This is figuratively speaking, because the story has a metaphorical meaning in what it means. All right, and I'll go back to ancient Egypt, talking about with Atum, in reference to masturbating, bringing things into creation. You know what I'm saying? Through masturbation. You know what I'm saying? Or procreating through a masturbation. So that's just a whole nother discussion. But when Ham saw his father, his eyes got big, and what happened was his child came out milky white, which is the same thing as crack. All right, which makes your eyes get big, literally. You know what I'm saying? When you take it. All right. But another thing is, yeah, it makes you a servant of your brother, because literally, remember, Canaan was supposed to be a servant of his brother, right? He was supposed to be a servant of his brother. Now, why is that? Because in essence, it represented the spiritual aspect of what the wraith presents itself to be. Because when you remember in Genesis, when they said about how the door don't how the sin lieth at the door, and basically how you'll be his servant and then he'll rule over you and you'll rule over it. This was the same thing in reference to addiction to drugs. All right, addiction to any form of drug. All right, so yeah, this was in connection to canon, and this was also a metaphorical story in reference to the awakening of the wraith. All right, so the wraith, like I said, that's one of the drugs is crack. Another, which suppresses emotions. All right, another, and it also keeps the wraith up. It also keeps the wraith up at night. All right, so a lot of times people employed the wraith because it had the crack that the wraith wanted, and it employed the wraith, so the wraith would stay up all night long as it will get what it needed. All right. Another thing is that ignites the wraith is heron, but heron puts the wraith to sleep. Heron puts the wraith to sleep in some sort of way where the wraith won't move about so much. So they develop, or literally the wraith develop a drug within its own confines to make it not roam or do different things where it's just roaming throughout society. But essentially that made it have a sickness. That made it have a sickness attached to it, which essentially what it was, which is sickness. Wraithness is sickness essentially anyway. And then you got another drug, which is meth. Now meth is this. This is how what meth did to the wraith. Meth made the wraith see what it wanted to see, and made other people see what it wanted to see. For instance, like in the reception of your eyes, like you interpret reality as coming to you like this. It's coming to you like this in a 120-degree angle or 180 degrees. You seeing it like that, right? But in the wraith is coming to you, right? But far as the wraith, it's not like that. They're projecting reality. They're projecting reality. They're seeing what they want to see, as opposed to interpreting reality. So that's why if you ever look at the pupils of people that are on meth, they look so different than people when they're not on meth. You know what I'm saying? They literally like get crazy bigger. All right. Now, essentially, everybody has an experience. I'm not saying you went to the dark side and you're a bad person by going to the dark side. But what happened is that the wraith is inside you. Like the wraith is inside all of us. Right? The wraith is related to us. Like, because you got healers and killers that have come out. That's what Cal and Sale is all about. Healers and killers. All right, that come out. Now, that can ignite the wraith that's inside you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to laugh, but man, these things I've seen. I know you've seen it. I know you've seen it, especially with the people that are on meth. That wraith spirit with meth, it actually projects a whole reality. Like people just see whatever they want to see, and sometimes they'll make you see what they see because they can project that reality. That's how deep and powerful that shit is. For real. But all these were drugs and formulas to actually, either suppress the wraith or ignite the wraith. Ignite the wraith. You know what I'm saying? Said yes, manipulators had to go to the dark side and come out clean. Now, if you ever did one of these drugs, I'm not saying that you're a bad person or whatever like that. I'm not saying that. It's just saying that more or less that was an opportunity for someone to try to do an experiment on you to ignite the wraith that was already inside you. that was to ignite the wraith that was already inside you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been a victim. You know, my family has been a victim of crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? For over 30 years of my life, I've been a victim of crack cocaine. Like my mom was prostituting for about probably like 25 years of my life. 25 years of my life, my mom prostituted for crack cocaine. That's how serious that was. And I'm not afraid to admit that, and she won't be afraid to admit it neither. But I'm telling y'all that I'm not better than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Somebody act like where I came from. I came from the bottom just like y'all came from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But I went through a lot of things in life that make me learn some stuff. That make me learn how I'm not better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? But you know, drugs ruined my family. Drugs ruined my life too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, like, when I was younger, let me keep it real. When I was younger, I thought it was hip to sell drugs. I thought it was hip to sell crack and everything. I never sold crack to my mom. I never had that type of situation with my mom. But I grew up where everybody in the house was hustling. Like, it was 17 people in my house, man. Everybody, my Aunt Dana had a little setup where and my Aunt Dana was gay, so we just said Aunt Dana. But I'm just saying, real talk, Dana had a whole setup. You know how the 80s were. It's like I grew up in this shit. I grew up with the whole house was lit. The whole house was lit. And my grandma was making all the money too. She was madaming stuff. It was just crazy. And just growing up through all of this stuff, when I became like 15 years old, I thought I was a man. I ran away from home and I got my own apartments hustling and selling drugs at the age of 15. I said, go to school. Why should I go to school? I said, man, I was driving in a Beamer. I went and paid $23,000 for my Beamer. 23 cash with wet money. Imagine that. Imagine paying for your car with wet money. With wet money. Now, the dude asked me one question. I was 16 years old at the time. I had just turned 16. He asked me one question. Why is the money wet? He didn't ask me, should I take the money? He didn't ask me, damn, this kid got all this fucking money and he's buying this Beamer. Yo, he didn't ask me that. You know what he asked me? Why is this money wet? You know why it was wet, y'all? Because I was hustling so much that, you know, I was hiding my money in underneath a deck, underneath my grandpa's deck, where it was just raining. It was raining. So yeah. And when I decided to buy my car, I went and bought my car with all wet. All the money was wet. And guess what he did? He took the money. But, you know, I grew up in a life where it was like that. And, you know, I had redemption. I had redemption, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, thank you, Quante. Thank you for coming in the building, King. You know what I'm saying? I have redemption from that, yo. I had so much redemption from that because, you know, I survived through so much stuff that I wouldn't even want to admit on here. You know what I mean? That I survived through. And you know what I said to the Most High God? I said, man, yo, if I make it to the age of 18 years old, I'm not going to sell no more drugs in my life. That's what I said, yo, for real. That's what I said between me and the Most High God. Because people wonder how I got knowledge. I got knowledge from a female, y'all. Like, I got knowledge from a woman. Real talk. I got knowledge from a woman that actually took me underneath her wing. She was an old head. She was my old head. And I had a crush on her. I told y'all. I always tell people this story of how, you know, I had a crush on somebody and essentially I tried to get her number, and when I tried to get her number and I kicked some Willy Bobo to her, she said, man, yo, that ain't shit. Why don't you go come by and get these Crater books? And when you come by and get these Crater books, I got you. And then I went and got those Crater books from her, and then she said, you finish these Crater books, then you can holler at me. That's some real stuff. for a shorty. I'm in TV, and it didn't really work out. You know what I'm saying? We in two different worlds at this point in our life, but at that point in time, we crossed paths, and it was the right path for me to cross because I was determined. I was determined to get with her, and I said, man, look, I said, man, if knowing this knowledge can really get, you know what I'm saying? I really started studying, and she gave me a crate of books, and I never looked back. And I never looked back, and I taught her a few things in life. You know what I'm saying? You said I will say another prayer for protection. Thank you, Quante. You said I feel crazy, man. I made no plans the past 18 years. I didn't expect to live now. I'll be 35 this year and didn't know where to turn. That's deep. Yo, that's how I felt, bro. Like I said, man, if I make it to 18 years old, I'm never going to sell drugs in my life. And I barely made it to 18. I barely made it to 18. You talking about a person that been shot, stabbed, all that stuff. And they say, for real, LaMail, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Been through a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, I've been through half of the stuff that, like, people couldn't even make it through, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, when I said if I make it to 18, I felt as though if I just live to 18, I will dedicate myself to God. And it's so crazy because I had beef with somebody. I had beef with somebody that shot up my crib, and literally everywhere I went, I saw this dude. Me and this dude had crazy beef. Like, we done had shootouts with each other, all types of weird stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And if I saw him, it was on sight. Me and him was pugging. Bow, 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 bow. But at 18, it was like that life was over. I made it. So one day I was walking. One day I was playing basketball in my neighborhood, and I wasn't supposed to be walking in my neighborhood by myself. Especially I had beef with this dude. He didn't shot up my crib before. I didn't shot at him before. This different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Every time we didn't fought like 5 or 6 times just seeing each other. So it was real beef. It was real beef. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, this is how my faith in God is, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all how deep my faith in God is. With me changing my life around. I was playing basketball one day, and what I did was, I said, man, I gotta go get something to drink. So, I wasn't supposed to be in my neighborhood by myself. So I started walking, and then I saw this dude. So guess what he did? He started taking off his shirt. He started ripping off his shirt and everything. He started saying, man, yo, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. We ready to get it in. It's on and popping. And I'm like, damn. And I'm saying to myself, damn, I changed my life. But this dude probably don't think I changed my life. So I said, man, look, this is what I did, right? I said, man, I had to be brave. I literally had to be brave in a situation because it was do or die. Look, he had all his boys down there. All his boys. I couldn't run. If I would have ran, I would have been done. They would have chased me down, beat me up. So guess what I did? I walked into the situation. Bouncing my basketball. Walked into the situation. And then he's like, yeah. He's like, by now he don't got no shirt on. He's ready to get it in. He didn't call all his goons now. He like, yo! He didn't did the sue-woo and everything. Called his goons. I'm like, yo, and he didn't jump me before, and I didn't jump him before. Like, for real. I jumped him, and he didn't jump me before. Real talk. Him and his boy jumped me before. So it's not like this stuff it ain't gonna go down. So look, I walked right up to him, bouncing the basketball. I stopped bouncing the basketball, walked right up to him. I say, yo, dog, I don't feel like fighting with you no more, man. I'm done. I really want to change my life. I stared him in his face. Now imagine this is somebody that you got crazy beef with. Like, this is gunplay in this. All types of weird shit. You feel me? Yo, guess what happened? I looked at him dead in his face. Like, no fear. If you gonna do something to me, you gonna do something to me. I just had my first son at that point. My first son, I was just so happy. I was so happy. I was 18. I just had my first child, and everything happened right on time. So I was like, I looked at him dead in his face. I said, man, look, I don't feel like fighting anymore. It's like, man, I'm done. Guess what he said? He looked at me. He said, y'all hear that, right? He started going to all his boys. Like, he looked at me saying, silent. We looked at each other for like a solid 3 or 4 seconds. Like, damn, is this nigga really serious? He said, y'all hear that, right? And guess what? I walked right through the crowd of him and his homeboys. And I was the only one there by myself. I was the only one there by myself. The only one there. It was nobody there with me. I walked through. He said, y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear what he said, right? And I walked right through his boys. Now, on any given day, they would have ripped me up. Because I was so brave and my faith was so real. And I was young. I was 18. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Yeah, man. Real talk. Brother Meta World Peace. I've been through some stuff. But for real, like, I walked right into that, and out of respect, he let me through. Oh, I mean, it's like 7 people out there. His boys is 7. One of his boys hopped on me before. Him and his boy hopped on me. Like, me and my cousin hopped on him, but him and his boy hopped on me too. You know what I'm saying? So, you said, Quante, this is relating to you. Yo, this is what happens if you real, man. You got real faith in what you doing, man. You trying to make a life changer. The universe will really hear your call, man. You know, I tell people this. Just breaking this stuff down. The universe will literally hear your call, because it's literally a pool of energy around you. It's like a pool of energy. You know what I'm saying? And the energy, it flows, is intentional. The energy is intentional. You know what I'm saying? The pool, pretend like, let's say you throw a rock in the water, right? If you throw a rock in the water and it becomes a ripple effect. It's the same thing that goes on in life in general. It's like when you're intentionally thinking about something, the universe provides it for you. The universe is asking, well, dag, you must want this. So, you know what I'm saying? If you really have your intentions in the right place, the universe will put you in the right place. You know what I'm saying? On God, this is going to happen if you're serious about the change. You right. If you're serious about changing your life, things will flow in the right perspective for you. You will be in the right place in the right time. And you will wonder, dag, did I move my feet? No, you didn't even move your feet, but you was moving to the beat. And that's real. And that's why I said, all of us, listen, it's like a pool of energy around you. It's a pool of energy. You know what I'm saying? When you making that circuit, you actually connecting up with the heart frequency. And what happens is, like I told people, it's gestational in a sense, because you know, you're not supposed to put the light on the things that you actually think of. You're supposed to think about it and don't stress it. Let it flow. You planted the seed, let it grow. Because when you put light on it, you actually put the weight on it, and the light is in the light in your mind's eye that you put upon it. So you actually still putting weight on it, because energy equals mass squared. All right, the same thing. But it's a pool of intentional frequencies around you, And as you tap into that pool, what you understand it that you're understanding that this is literally it comes from your heart, from your heart, or your true heart of what you truly want in life. All right. So what you say, you said the aura pool of energy. Yeah. Like it channels from you. Like when you do this right here, listen, y'all. When you literally do this right here, you create a circuit from your heart. You create a circuit from your heart because literally your heart is on the left side. Your left side operates the right side. So in order to tap into this right side for as astral projection and stuff like that, you utilize the left side as the joystick. All right? Yeah, thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. But you utilize the left side of your body to operate or navigate the joystick. That's why I want to let y'all know these are energies that you can't see, but they're right there. They're right there for you. You can see the energy, but you can feel them more or less. And feeling, you can see through feeling. Imagine the blind man sees through feeling. You say, for real? Yeah, think about it. God backwards is dog, and a blind man is led by a dog. The same way in ancient Egypt, they was giving us a dog in the form of Anubis or Anubu to guide us through the netherworld or the underground. You know what I'm saying? To resurrect our spirit and mind to a new being, which is Osiris coming to the throne. It's the same thing as you utilizing feeling to see in this days and time. So when you close your eyes, and when you channel into the frequency of thought, you actually utilizing feeling to navigate through this mainframe. Yeah, you utilizing feeling to operate through this mainframe. All right, so that's very important. That's very important. You know, and essentially, I'm telling y'all, with this 90-day water fast, everybody is going to feel good. Everybody is going to feel great. Everybody's going to feel new again. You say, really? I must come through the womb of my mother to be born again, Lamel? No, you can feel new again this way, by going through the waters of the mother, by going through the waters of creation, all right? And the waters of creation, in this sense, is going to be the cleansing. It's going to be a cleansing. I need y'all to drink at least 1.5 gallons of water a day. Start your day off with water. Do not take in any sugar at all. Do not take no sugar unless it comes from a fruit or a vegetable. And I'm not talking about sugar cane starch, no, leave it alone. Natural sugars from the succulents of the fruit or the vegetable, period. You know what I'm saying? Also, like I said, you start your day off with fruit. Now what I suggest is this now I showed y'all how to do Google Calendars in here. If you watch the beginning of the video, I show you how to utilize Google Calendars more or less to do something, whereas though basically you can remind yourself on what today's date is in the codex, and also just so you can just be in tune with life itself. You know, I showed y'all how to do it with Google Calendars. All right. When it comes to the 90-day water fast, what I would do, if I was y'all, is I would create a meal planner also on your Google Calendars. All right. On your Google Calendars, also create a meal planner. Now you might ask me, Lamel, how do I create the meal planner? Now I showed y'all people this too. In this, hold up, let me get off this screen. I'm gonna show y'all this. Remember, as far as your Google Calendars is concerned, right? You just double click it, right? Let's say that's 8/10/16, so the next date would be 8/11/17. Wow, that is a alignment date, 8/11/17. So this date would be 8/11/17. 17, right? That would be 8/11/17 in the codex. Let me I'm gonna show y'all something real quick in your Google calendars. Now I'm gonna name that day, which is um Haku Hakuka Hakuka Ka. All right. Or you can say Kwa, Haku, Kwa, but it's really Haku Ka because it's really an A. And Q is going to make a C sound, like a soft C sound in here. What you do is, right here, is right there, if you look at the description, at the bottom, you can actually put your meal planner. Like, for instance, like, I'm going to say, on that day, I'm going to start my day off. I want the fruits I'm going to eat. Let's say I'm going to eat on this particular day, I'm going to do my oranges. I'm going to do my OJ. I'm going to start it off with an orange, strawberry, kiwi, and let's say ginger. That'll be my first joint. Ginger, right? That'll be my first thing, right? So, literally in your Google calendars, let's say as you building up your meal planner, I'm just showing y'all, just abbreviating real quick, right? As you doing your meal planner, you can make your meal planner too to remind you on different things. Now, I would suggest, as far as the 90-day water fast is concerned, I would suggest that, like, you make fruit salads. Don't, like, you know how you start your day off with fruit, yeah. And then we're permitting smoothies and stuff as far as the first meal as in being a fruit smoothie, all right? But what I suggest is this, right? Make a fruit salad, like, make a breakfast like a fruit salad breakfast. Like, really go in and make a fruit salad breakfast. Like, make your fruit salad have a different component every day of the week. Like, let's say you do a 5-day sequence, right? And make it switch up every 5 days, like change up every 5 days. And let's say you do a combination of different berries. Like, let's say you get some blackberries today, and then the next day you'll have raspberry as your berries. The next day you'll have blueberries as your berries. You know what I'm saying? The next day you'll have any type, papaya, different things, inserted in your melons. You know what I'm saying? You'll say, well, this day be the day for melons, or this day be the such and such in my salad, in my fruit salad. You have a basic component as citrus. Always put a form of citrus like lemon or orange or grapefruit in your fruit salad, because more or less the citrus is going to help cleanse your internal organs, your small intestine and your large intestine. Far as the citric acid is going to cleanse it. But as far as other components, put that in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm utilizing ginger as one of my components also. All right. You said, I shedded tears as I listened to your words and meditate. I'm grateful to be part of this beloved group. Yo, my God, I'm grateful to be part of your life, my brother. You don't understand, man. I work hard every day to do this. Like, it takes me hours and stuff to set up this stuff. People think it's like, Lamel, you can just slap this on a screen and just do this and do that. No, it takes me hours to do this. Like, my life isn't like, my private life isn't like I'm going to say, as far as my love life is concerned, sometimes I got to separate myself from a lot of stuff and dedicate myself to this. And then, like, a partner of mine might say, well, dag, man, you're not even paying me no mind like that. It's not that I'm not paying you no mind. It's that it takes hours. It takes time to do and develop this stuff. You know what I'm saying, my brother? So it's not easy. I do my best. I do my best on here. I'm only one man. I had a PowerPoint presentation I wanted to do for y'all on Iran, but I'm gonna do that PowerPoint presentation probably tomorrow. But yeah, I had a PowerPoint that I was going to do for y'all tonight, but I just couldn't finish it. I just couldn't finish this PowerPoint presentation I actually had a PowerPoint presentation that I was going to do on Iran and the country of Iran, and just the deception that Trump is doing, and just weird stuff, how they playing the game with our people, man, and how before your eyes, it's what y'all don't understand, and that they are actually suppressing a country. They are actually enslaving a country before your eyes. They're actually blackmailing a country before your eyes. Now you might say, well, where did this all start? Literally, it all started not only from 1908, when Iran actually, they discovered they had oil. They already knew they had oil, but they just didn't have the technology to extract it. They made a deal with the devil. They made a deal with the devil. And the devil was basically what they're called. I forget what they're called. My fault. They're called the Anglo-Persian Oil Company. That's the deal that they struck with the devil, which was the Anglo-Persian Oil Company, which actually became the British government. That's when they buy 51 shares. That was in 1914. But they became BP, British Petroleum. Anglo-Persian Oil Company became BP. So if you see BP, it's the same people. It's those same people. If you see BP, yeah, BP is actually the same people that are that actually started all this stuff. Now you might say, for real, yeah, the British, man. The British, once again, the British are some faggots. Not saying, I don't mean to say, I'm not saying to disrespect anybody that's gay in here. I don't mean it like that. But I mean it like they some people whereas though they blackmail people. Think about this. They wanted 50 when they buy the shares of the company in 1914, right? And they actually take 51% of a country's oil. Think about it. Now they don't got control of the country, but they got 51% of the country's resource. That means you gotta give up 50. Now, this happened until basically till if you I got it right here. This happened until basically Moussa Deghe, I think that's how you say it. Massa Deghe, something like that. Massa Deghe, that's how you say his name. He basically nationalizes the country, and he basically saying, yo, we ain't paying these dudes. We ain't paying these dudes this money, man. We ain't paying these dudes this money. And yeah. And he did that in around 1951. He did that. All right. Basically telling them, look, man. And then that's when he became the prime minister. But they end up kicking his ass out. They end up kicking his ass out and putting somebody else in there. All right. And this is so deep. I got a whole PowerPoint presentation I'm going to do on Iran. It's 12:01. It's 1:02 here, baby. You already know. I love you. You love me. Me as well. Yeah, but these dudes, man, they ripped this country off. And then, you know what's so fucked up about it is that the United States, they fund Iraq, right? They fund Iraq, the war against Iraq as far as Iran, right? They fund Iraq. They fund Iraq. And then they end up, as far as Saddam Hussein, they fund this dude and then end up taking this dude out. That's sick right there. That's a real sick thing. So, that's a whole nother discussion. I wanted to do a PowerPoint presentation on Iran. I want to talk about that. They're not bad people, y'all. Please don't be listening to Trump on his bullshit. It's a money situation. That whole thing is about money. That whole thing is about money. For real. It's some form of initiative of his to show that he really got power. They just, think about it, they just impeached the man. They just impeached the man, and then a couple days later, he shows you that, oh, you want to impeach me? Nah, I really got it. I really got it like that. And then he acts upon, information that far as hitting somebody and saying that it was a freaking imminent threat. How the freak it was an imminent threat, and he doesn't even have a timeline when they was going to strike. These dudes do this stuff over and over again. Bush did it. Bush did it, the whole thing with Saddam and all that weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? But with Iraq and everything, this like weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is that it's a game that they playing with us, y'all. It's really a game that they playing with us. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Quante said, definitely walking with my crystal today. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I stay walking with my shell. My shell. I stay walking with that. But I walk with y'all, man. Everywhere we move, we together on this. You know what I mean? One thing I want y'all to know too, man, it's like, man, we got so much to accomplish as a people. It's important that we practice and learn our culture. Now, a culture is anything you do mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially. That's a culture. We are building culture right now as you speak. We're building culture. All right? We are the ancient artifacts that they're going to uncover so many thousand years from now. You know what I'm saying? Brother Quante, I'm going to turn you on to alloys. I know people talk about crystals a lot, but I'm going to turn you on to alloys, and you're going to be walking with your heavy metal, for real. I know people walk with crystals and have spiritual protection with your with the crystals, but I'm going to put you onto some alloys so you'll have some real protection. You know what I'm saying? So you'll have some real protection. Real talk. Like the alloys that associate with our movement is, one of them is neodymium. Another one so happens to be copper, silver, gold are also part of what we utilize to tap into a divine force. Also potassium and iron. I can break down different alloys and how they associate, what type of what they do far as within the mainframe of what we live, how they program the mainframe. Yeah, you gotta have your heavy metal on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I will do, sis. Shall make it through the valley of death. I got 13 tatted on me for the death energy. Nah, man, that's the Messiah, man. 13 is not death. 13 is Messiah, my brother. To counsel my nature, my natural nature, so I can keep away from the bad energy. They say it's death to them. You know why it's death to them, my brother Quante? Because it means change. Because when the Messiah comes, this is why they say it means death. Because the word Messiah comes from the word Meseh, or Mashiach comes from Meseh, which is a crocodile oil in ancient Egypt, right? Which actually deals with fertility, but it was a crocodile oil called Meseh, or also which is Karaz, also too. But Meseh also means to wipe away, to wipe the slate clean, to wipe away. So that's why it means death, as in the course of change. But yeah, we wearing gold. We wearing gold, bro. People wear crystals. I would say keep crystals basic. I would say only crystals I would suggest you wear like that mostly is quartz. I would say the different types of quartz, wear those quartz. Because, in combination of what we're doing, and if you want to extend your far as other things, I would say wear emerald. I broke down different stones in reference to the body of the Messiah, the 5 stones that are connected to the 5 schools. That's a whole nother discussion also. How the emerald is connected to Lazarus. How the lapazuli is connected to wow, I gotta bring this back. How the is connected to a da. My fault. It's connected to a da, which is basically represents the obedient daughter. Now, remember those lessons that I was giving y'all with the 5 schools of the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? You got the son. Well, you got you got the daughter, you got the sister, you got the mother, you got the wife, and you got the widow. And as well, on the other hand, you got the son, brother, father, husband, and the widower. So that was on your 5 on your fingers. You have those 5 schools. All right. So that's a whole nother breakdown, and they have a stone that's associated with them. But essentially, I tell people that's a whole nother discussion though. I tell people, we're tapping into the metals. Let's connect with the metals because the metals are important, like gold. Everybody should have some form of gold on them. Everybody should have a gold ring, a gold watch, a gold necklace, a gold something. I don't care the brokest somebody. We should put gold on all our children. On all our children, they should have something gold on them. If not, they're not of a royal house. We gotta let them know that they're of a royal house. They're good money. They're good money. So I employ and tell everybody to get all their children something of gold, and tell their children to always keep it on them, no matter what. They always have something of worth. You can write a bond from gold. Like I can show y'all how to do a bond, a silver bond, and also a gold bond. Even though they have took the gold standard off, you can still actually write a bond off of your gold necklace and stuff like that. That thing is forever worth money, yo. That thing's worth money forever. If you put that on their neck, if you put that on their wrists, on their ankles, in their ears, in their nose, if you put this gold on your children, they're of a royal house. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's cool. We in the body of the Messiah, bro. We don't deal with years at all. We really don't deal with years in the body of the Messiah. We only deal with years to entertain the world. We deal with the cycles of things because we really don't know what the year it is. If you go into Genesis chapter 1:14, it gave you a hint on how to operate and navigate through the course of life. All right? And that's the inner light that's within inside you and how you measure time. Or the stars and the moon, how you measure time. All right? But the Chinese calendar connects up with the number 13 as well. It doesn't go past 13. It all connects up with 3113, everything. Same thing. But yeah, starting February, we actually have the 90-day water fast, which starts February 1st, and everybody should be committed to the 90-day water fast. Everybody should be committed to the 90-day water fast. Even if you do it for a week. Even if you punk out. Even if you do it for a couple days and then you punk out. At least you cool, you tried it. Try it. I bet you gonna feel energetic. You gonna be like, wow, that's what Lamel was talking about. You gonna feel your bowels. You gonna feel everything flush out of you. And then if you do it for 90 days, you're gonna be looking like a Nubian or a new being. You're gonna be looking like a Nubian for real. If you do it for 90 days, you're gonna be feeling the way you're supposed to be feeling, y'all. As a Nubian, as a new being, for real. So yeah, I suggest that all of y'all do this 90-day water fast. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but as a family, as a culture, this is the 4th year we did this. The 4th year we doing this. For real, LaMel, y'all been doing this for 4 years? Yeah, we've been doing this for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been devoted to actually making a change within our life to cleanse ourselves. You know, and it keeps on growing. Last year we had 147 people. Now we got 445 people that have clicked going to the 90-day water fast. Now, I don't know if they're going to be committed, but they clicked going. They decided to click going. I didn't click going. They clicked going. All right? So I'm happy. I'm happy for people to be wanting to make a change. And this is the time for us to connect with the movement. All right? So we're also having the Rise of Atlantis, which is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, February 29th. I suggest you be in Atlanta February 29th. All right? And it's at a private location. All right? Now, we have renovated a location that is going to accommodate what we need to do insofar as the baptisms, the water baptisms and the fire baptisms and so forth. We have a whole site, a location, a private location that's already renovated for the people that want to attend this event. All right, it's not at a commercial venue, so don't ask me the address like that. What you do is you connect with Sister Jasmine Thompson, which is our president. If you don't know how to connect with her, I'm pretty sure you'll find some form of link. She's really anxious to connect with you. You write her a letter, a certified letter saying that you come into the event. So you can actually create a fidelity bond for this. Okay? And if you just want to attend, just attend. Just be in Atlanta. If all that shit's too deep for you, cool. Just attend and then have fun with the family and enjoy yourself. And then when we broadcast in the event, we broadcast it like this. Everybody is going to be broadcast. Like, we all going to be in it. Like, I'm going to broadcast, I'm going to do a lecture, but the lecture I'm going to do, we all going to be in it. We all going to be in it. Like, I'm going to do it reverse. I'm not going to do the broadcast where, like, I'm speaking and then the crowd is in. No, we're going to do it like this. And we're going to be like that. I wish I could be there, King. You can be there. Don't tell me you can't do a thing. Trust me, brother. I didn't travel the globe with pennies on a dollar. Don't tell me you can't do something. If you're on probation and if they got you in cuffs, no disrespect, I don't want you in a bad situation. So, yeah. But otherwise than that, we got your back. We definitely got your back. It's an hour away. I gotta make it. Yo, man, fuck. Man, be there, bro. Yo, I will come get you if it's an hour away from Atlanta, but don't push me to do it. You know what I'm saying? But in actuality, come. Come, man. You know, February 29th and March 1st. Those are the 2 dates. February 29th is a Saturday. For those that want to attend, it's a Saturday. You'll have a chance to actually, you know, we're going to do a fire baptism and a water. Look, if you want to be somewhere, you want to be there for the baptism, y'all. Now, what's so hot is this. You coming in right. You coming in right. Think about it. By then, you already 28 days in a 90-day water fast. So your intentions is right when you're going into the water. Think about this. You're ready for the fire baptism. Because in order to commit yourself to the fire baptism, you need the water to put the fire out. And the water is inside you. That's the water that's inside you to put the fire out. I'm not joking. You have to sweat in the fire baptism, but essentially it represents the waters that's inside you. Feel me? Yo, I need more masculine, black, balanced energy in my life, equal with the feminine nature. We got you. Definitely got you. Got you. Just stay close. You know, I'm baby brother, big brother LaMel. And some of y'all old enough to be my children. I might look young, but yo, I got if you 22 years old, then you old enough to be my son. Alright? You old enough to be one of my children. If you any of those ages in between, I'm BB LaMail. Baby brother or big brother LaMail. Alright? But we're here for something. You know, I also went back to school for all the people, like I said. You know, I went back to school. I'm taking up information technology and I'm bringing it back home to y'all. Watch, I'm going to teach y'all everything that they teach me. And y'all going to be certified IT. Y'all going to be able to take the test. Oh yeah. Yeah, you 23. I'm big brother LaMail. But you still old enough to be my son. My son will be 23 this year. My oldest son will be 23 this year. Alright? So that's cool. That's cool. So look, I'm gonna hop off though, man. 747. 24/7. This was an interesting build. Thank you for everybody that supports the movement. Let me do it like this before I get off. Let me do it like this. For everybody that supports, I gotta do it like this. I gotta go out. My fault. Thank you for being here, man. Definitely is appreciated. I'm gonna say that I definitely appreciate what y'all do for the movement. I'm gonna do it like this. I got something I wanted to play. Yeah, it's something I wanted to play. I'll find it. Alright, here we go. That's cool. Alright, yeah, I want to say this before I get off. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you, you love me, me is we. Peace to everybody that supports the movement. It's definitely a blessing. It's a blessing to have this network flowing. Y'all already know I've been going through hell trying to get this thing popping. Y'all know that. You said, oh man, go back to the Iran timeline. I'm gonna do that PowerPoint on Iran today or tomorrow, one of them. You said, very interesting. I'm going to chew on the information, and I thank you for the views that you have. Yo, I really thank y'all for being here. I'm appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look, I want to start from the bottom. I quit Facebook going live. Imagine that. If you got over 700,000 views on Facebook organically, I got a bunch of people that came in that heart wasn't in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, when I say a lot of people, hundreds of people that entered my life and they didn't come with the right intentions. So YouTube, I think it's more informative. It gives me the a way to, you know, project this in a different perspective. They're not shutting down my account always. I hate when somebody shut down my account. You know, and I can share my ideas with y'all. So I'm happy. I'm really happy. I take quality over quantity over anyway. So for y'all being here, for all the people that are here right now, guess what? Y'all really mean something to me. Like y'all, it means, it really feels good to me. for y'all to actually be here. It actually feels good to me. I just want to tell y'all that. You know, me too told me I was a balanced neutral prime. Yeah, whatever. When's your birthday? I'll tell you what birthday. Tell me your birthday real quick, my brother. You know the neutral prime. The neutral primes are any number divisible by 2. Any number divisible by 2 are the neutral primes. August 31st. Wow. So that's 8. That's neutral. That's neutral. That's neutral solar prime. Actually, Quante is you a neutral solar prime because 31 is a solar prime, and 8 so happens to be a neutral prime. So it's neutral solar prime. Yeah, neutral solar prime. The neutral primes are the protectors. You know, they balance situations. They're also the warriors in a sense. They hold the guns, or in a way, they distribute the guns or the weapons throughout the universe. But they're also they're protectors too. You know what I'm saying? But you have the solar prime. The solar primes are the idealistic people, the ones that create and generate ideas and stuff like that. They're not the organizers. Neutral prime can be an organizer, but it's not essentially an organizer the way a lunar prime or a vector prime is. Alright? A vector prime would be a more of an organizer than all of them. Alright? August 15th, you already know you're a neutral prime supreme. Brother Meta World Peace. 15 is a neutral prime number. It's also it takes the code of a neutral number, a neutral prime number. Even though it's not divisible by 2, it still takes the code of a neutral prime number. Because between the codex 1 through 15, 15 is the only neutral number as in far as the energy is concerned. I'm still waiting on the neutral prime. You a neutral prime supreme. Yeah, I give you your rank, Sister Verdi. Sister Cecilia Alonso, you actually deserve rank in the family. My fault from I didn't you know, I got other moderators that are part of the Purple Heart Squad. They could have did it. Sister Diamante or Sister Jasmine could have upped your rank. But I'm going to up your rank. I'm going to make sure I up your rank in the Purple Heart Squad. You deserve it for your participation in the Purple Heart Squad. You are a neutral prime supreme. 4-2 is actually a neutral prime supreme. What else? Let me see. Yeah. Reminder. Crystals are alive. Carry the energy. Reprogram and reset your intentions for them periodically. That's correct. Thank you, Sister Shamel, she who embodies the spirit of melanin. Sister Jasmine is also known as Sister Shamel. Alright? I call her Sister Shamel, she who embodies the spirit of melanin. Thank you, Sister Shamel. Alright? Sister Shamel, aka Jasmine. But you know, Sister Cecilia, you deserve actually to up your rank. We'll up your rank. You deserve it for your participation in the family. Thank you. I will redirect my altar and alter my energy. Yo, Quante, yo, for real, get up with the family. Stay close, yo. I mean that. When I say I mean that with everything I can tell you. Like for real, let me show y'all something real quick. I don't know if it'll let me show you, but I want to show y'all something real quick. You see this right here? This is the body of the Messiah, man. Oh man, it's not letting me show you. Not let me show you like that, but I think I got it on another joint. Let me see. Another page. Here it is, right here. Look. All right. Before I get off, I'm gonna say this. Before I get off, like, you gotta have this stuff around your home, man. You gotta have this stuff around yourself, man. Like, around everywhere, so you'll know what it means. So it can reflect in you, man. Like, that's how you learn something, essentially. You know what I'm saying? That's how you learn something, essentially. You actually have it always around you in some sort of way. You have it, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You have it somewhere around you. That's important. Crack the code. Crack the code. Crack the code. Crack the code, y'all. What else I want to say before I get off? Scientists are actually trying to list quartz as a life form because they communicate with each other and all life form. A quartz is in every computer that you have. Every computer that you have actually has a quartz crystal in it. That's why I said, when somebody asks me about far as like stones, I would say the most stones that I would keep on me is quartz anyway. I know that might seem not spectacular because y'all be like, but they got various different types of quartz. You know, if you want to see a pretty quartz comes in all types of colors. It's not just clear and whatever. Quartz come in various different colors, and they project different frequencies too. So what I gotta say, man? Let me see. Before I get off, let's see if I can see. What I gotta say before I get off? I couldn't even hear that. I couldn't even hear that beat playing. I couldn't even hear it. I just was flowing. I have a rare quartz, blue quartz for the throat chakra. That's good. There's 20,000 different types of quartz. Damn, 20,000? That's deep. If that ain't a species, I don't know what it is. When you say quartz hold memory, you said it's quartz. If it's in our phones, that means we have quartz on us anyway. I like that. Yo, that's deep. That's deep. No, that was hot. That was a hot statement. I didn't even take that as a question, brother Meta World Peace. I took that as a statement. Like, damn right, if we got our cell phones on us, we carrying quartz anyway. Yeah, man. I need them all. Yo, for real, get neodymium. If you want to get something, get some neodymium, bro. Like right now, collect neodymium. I think all of y'all, like when I do, I already worked on a prototype clothing line called Neodymium. I'm gonna start working on. I'm gonna start finishing up Neodymium. But Neodymium, it actually is a clothing line sewn with the alloy with it. It actually helps attract certain soft metals that are in your body, like potassium and what else? What other soft metals? What is a soft metal? Iron is not a soft metal, like magnesium and different things like that. But the main thing that what's the name attracts is potassium. For real. It helps you retain potassium. Neodymium. Yeah, so we're going to be utilizing. I'm going to order a whole bunch of neodymium, and you're going to see me wearing that shit. Like, it actually hardens your body. Like, it attracts ferronic metals too, like iron. And not just soft metals. It attracts ferronic metals too, like iron. Yeah. because like for instance, like and calcium too, like it attracts calcium. Calcium is a metal. All right. For instance, like most of the time you pee and defecate out the vitamins or the metals that you need in your body, and it's just like you have to take these things all over again. So when you have a neodymium in different parts of your body laced up in different chakra points or different points in your body, you actually retain the metal for that specific part of your body and harden that body. Think about it like this. Neodymium doesn't attract aluminum. So you got aluminum in your body, but what happens is from you get more aluminum in your body than what's needed, because all the aluminum that we utilize by cooking. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that aluminum actually comes in our body, and aluminum is not really good for our bones in a certain sort of way, because when our body is looking for calcium, if it can't find calcium, what it'll do is it'll pick up the next best thing, which is the cut, which is aluminum. And then therefore you have a brittle body, and you have certain things happening with your body because you got that cut and it can't find the calcium that's needed. So neodymium is a metal, you know what I mean, that we're going to be wearing and stuff like that to actually retain that soft metal. All right, to retain that soft metal. You can eat you know, it's other things as far as yams too. It's a lot of stuff with potassium in it, rich in potassium. Yams very rich in potassium, bro. Very squashes, very rich in potassium. I would like yams more than anything because it's like a root. But think about it. You said that beat hard. Thank you, man. I make this entertaining. I told you, I make this entertaining. I make it fun too. I did hip hop. So if I did hip hop, I'm bringing hip hop to this knowledge stuff. I said, man, I'm gonna bring hip hop to knowledge. I'm gonna bring all this stuff to knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go out with a bang. Share this video, please. Please share this video. You said we used to call crack yam call to crack yams down. You daggone right. Yams, man. I love me some yams. Not in the 90-day water fast. Don't add no sugar to your yams, yo. I know y'all gonna hype it up and be like, is somebody watching? Y'all gonna be like, is somebody watching? And y'all gonna be putting all types of shit in y'all yams in the 90-day water fast. Back the hell up. Don't look. Take a break for 3 months. Leave that sugar alone. Put that sugar down for a minute, y'all. Y'all gonna be better off. And then I know y'all got y'all chai tea. Y'all got y'all chai tea. Y'all gonna be like, LaMel, can I put sugar in my chai tea? No, you cannot put sugar in your tea. Please don't do it. Like, take a break. All y'all cheaters out there, I'm watching ya. I'm watching ya. I'm watching you. We got somebody watching that ass. We got somebody over your shoulder like creeping. We got a little fly. We got a little fly in the corner somewhere looking at that ass like, I'm dead serious. You know that late night meal. I know all of y'all, I'm gonna get all of y'all asses on the late night. Like, I'm gonna pop out, I'm gonna come out of the refrigerator. You always say, LaMel, how the hell you pop out? How you hell you pop out of the refrigerator? I'm gonna pop out of the refrigerator on y'all like this. When you open the refrigerator to get some snacks, I'm like, I see you. You're like, no! No! I'm dead serious. Put that shit down. Eat a non-processed meal. And then if I don't get you at the refrigerator, I'm going to get you in your dreams. Because, you know, you know what I'm saying? Look, listen. When you settle down, when you give your body time to settle down, you give your body time to dream. So if y'all eating some crazy stuff, I'm going to come in your nightmares like I'm dead serious. I'm gonna come in your nightmares. I'm gonna say, put the candy bar down. Put the candy bar down. Put the candy bar down, man. What are you doing? I'm serious. Yeah, we gonna be like that. We gonna be like that, y'all. Get it right. Get it right and get it tight. Get it right and get it tight, man. Yeah. Let's help each other. Y'all gonna be, look, I'm gonna tell who's gonna be keeping it real. On the 90-day water fast, the 90-day water cleansing, I'm gonna tell which one of y'all kept it 100. You know why? Because your before and after picture, y'all gonna be seeing niggas before and after pictures looking all good. Y'all gonna see somebody that got the muscle that they wanted, somebody that got a female that got the booty she wanted, or got the gut off of her she wanted, or got that beauty. We gonna know which one of y'all was cheating. We really gonna know, cause y'all ain't gonna look so pretty. Y'all not. I'm dead serious. Unsweetened chocolate cherries. Oh, I gotta say this too, y'all. You know what? I gotta stop the music for this one. I gotta stop the music. Listen. A little birdie, you know, hit me up with a question today about the 90-day water fast. A little birdie hit me up with a question today about the 90-day water fast. And I want y'all all to answer the question for the little birdie. The little birdie said this. LaMel. I know we doing this 90-day water fast, and we about to do this, and we about to turn the other cheek, because I witnessed a promised land where we're all gonna be. I know that. But in the 90-day water fast, can we drink liquor? I'm going to give y'all a chance to answer that question. Please. I didn't answer the question for the person. But in the 90-day water fast, the 90-day water fast, can you drink alcohol? Can you drink alcohol? I just want to know. Do 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 do. Hell no, you can't drink no goddamn alcohol at the 90-day water fast. You know what she said? You know what she said? You know what the little birdie said? Damn! Fuck! I can't drink nothing. Boom! I love you though. I think you were just messing with me. I think you were just messing with me. But man, yo, some people don't want to go all in. They know what it means to go all in. Like, damn. So we really, yo, y'all all gonna have to give up alcohol for 3 months. But y'all can still smoke y'all weed though. I know y'all gonna still smoke y'all weed, so go ahead. But Lamel ain't told you to do drugs or to do anything like that. But I'ma say you can't drink liquor. Yo, you can't drink liquor. I know y'all gonna see some apple juice. Y'all gonna be like, y'all gonna be like this. Y'all gonna see an apple juice in your refrigerator, and everybody else gonna be drinking the apple juice and stuff except for you, unless everybody in the house is in the 90-day water fast. But you gonna be like, that apple juice gonna be looking at you. That Pepsi soda that you like gonna be looking at you. That ginger ale soda that I like gonna be looking at me. But I'm not gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink nothing but water. Yo, for real. I'm gonna have all types of stuff looking at me. My late night cookie snack. I be sneaking my cookies like, doo-doo. I be tiptoeing like, trying to get my cookies. You know, the late night, trying to get your cookies. I'm tiptoeing through the house trying to get my cookies. It ain't gonna be none of that. Get my little cake. Tiptoeing through the house trying to be a creep. Ain't none of that happening in a 90-day water fast. I know y'all gonna be, look, Spider-Man. Yo, I'm telling you. And then I know all of y'all love y'all candy. Y'all love candy on the low. Yeah, y'all love candy on the low. I mean, I had a candy fetish so much that I decided that I said, man, I'm going to just eat dry fruit. I said, man, I had a candy fetish so much. I said, man, I just pretend I'm just eating candy. I start eating dry fruit, like dry mangoes and dry, you know, them dry fruit, the dehydrated fruit or something like that. I've been eating that stuff to make me think I'm not eating candy. But I know I'm still thinking about candy. I'm an addict. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm addicted to it. Candy. Candy is that crack for real. That's that real crack. Candy is crack. I'm dead serious. We got a whole nother daggone spleen and liver from messing around with candy. For real, y'all. A whole different appendix and everything. Messing around with candy all our life. We super indigo children, man. But yeah, don't mess with no candy. Putting the candy down. Your snacks. Don't be tiptoeing through the house to try to get you a little something. Also, just don't be cheating, man. Just don't cheat. Just try it. try to be disciplined. You your own God. Just try to be disciplined, man. We'll be alright. You said, on God, I got 2 teeth going down from... Stop it. Yo, you crazy. Yo, get you some fruit, melt some chocolate, and do some food. What's that, fondue? Man, yo, Khalid, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Yo, family, what I be doing on my late night, y'all would wonder, how do you maintain your weight, Lamel? You know how I maintain my weight? Because I be doing so much extra shit, because I be so guilty of what I be doing. You said blow pops. Stop it. Man, my thing is them gummies. I don't eat pork, but I damn sure eat pork and gummies. For all my Muslim brothers in here, y'all be like, I don't eat pork. But all that shit you be eating be having pork in it. Half of the stuff you be eating have pork in it. And I be knowing it too. I be like, I don't eat pork, but I eat them damn gummies though. Tear them damn gummies up. I decided not to mess with them things no more. But what was so hot was, in California, they really turned me out. They had halal gummies. I said, halal gummies? And then they had marijuana gummies. I said, oh my God. I'm back on gummies. I decided to live a gummy life again. You said, that's gelatin, my brother. I know, it's pork. That's so much pork. They made pork taste good. You already know. I already know the build on that, Khalid. I remember that back in the day. The Muslim says it's pork and jello. We dealt with that way back in the day, brother. I can tell you 1,000,001 things that got pork in it. Yeah, like jelly. Like a lot of things that got pork in it. But I'm going to tell you, on the reals, I eat that pork sometimes. Like, no shame in my game. I be like, man, shit. Some of the shit I don't even go past go and be like, ah. But it is what it is. You know, in my thoughts, I would think, I'm gonna bring back that music. Hold up. I'm gonna bring that back. Yeah, man, on the reels, just to keep it honest. It's been many times I didn't hit the supermarket and did not read a damn thing. You know why? Because half of the ingredients in the damn shit that you eating, you can't even read it anyway. You like hydroxycarboxy hyperglucane. What the fuck is that? You be like, hold up. Hyperdroxic hyglucane diabolic thioxide mybolitine. What the fuck is that? I'm dead serious. That's how you be. You're like, man. Alright, it tastes good. It tastes good. You know what I'm saying? How many times that didn't happen? Were you like, man, well shit, it tastes good. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I don't know, man. Oh. But I love y'all. I'm gonna hop off, man. I've been going hard. 747. I've been going hard on this broadcast. This is a long broadcast. 747 24/7 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me is we.